Friends, I am demonstrating a very simple, easy and sure technique of identifying the epidural space. This technique I have been using for the last 25 years, even when I was doing my postgraduate degree in anesthesia. I have done thousands and thousands of cases and almost 100% successful and without any complications, we can see. I am using a 5 ml glass syringe for this. This syringe must be absolutely dry like this, it should move like this. On this syringe, I am stretching a small rubber band taken from the body of a 6-inch blouse, like this. So, when this syringe should move like this, that's the only prerequisite. This is the epidural needle. I am connecting this syringe to the epidural needle after loading 2 to 3 ml of air like this. And when the epidural needle pierces the ligament of flavor, as soon as the air in the epidural syringe will be emptied like this and the epidural space is identified. The dura is pushed away and there is no trauma to the dura because immediately the air is pushed out. Then you can release the rubber band, and if you check, some amount of air will return to the syringe because of the elastic recoil of the dura. So this is a confirmatory sign. It will move like this. If you press, it will move like this. This technique is 100% successful in my cases. Very rare complication, much more less than that is described in the textbook. You can also follow this very inexpensive technique. Only thing, the syringe must be absolutely dry and moving. I keep all these things separately autoclaved for all my users. I am doing for the last 15 years all cases under regional anesthesia. I am a qualified gynecologist also. I do many things. I do even laparoscopy under regional anesthesia. Thousands of cases I have done. This is my technique of identifying the epidural space. I have published this in 25 years back, but maybe everybody may have forgotten this. This is the combined spinal epidural needle I have designed. This much portion is taken from the stillet of an 18-gauge IV cannula, and the rest is from the rest is a 25-gauge spinal needle. The hub is removed and inserted into the cannula after putting some glue, and the length is measured, and then after drying, the needle is cleaned and autoclaved. This can go through the epidural needle just like the commercially available needle, and this is very inexpensive, excellent, and the needle is stable also because the stillet is slightly bigger than the needle, so the needle will remain stable inside the epidural needle. Very inexpensive technique, and I have used this also in thousands and thousands of patients.
What you see here is the combined spinal epidural needle that I have made. Above is the diagrammatic representation of the needle. One thicker portion is taken from the stillet of an 18-gauge needle, and through that stillet, after removing the hub, I have passed a 27-gauge spinal needle, and it is fixed with araldite glue, and after fixing with araldite glue, it is kept for half an hour. Then it will get dry, and then it is cleaned and sent for auto. Below you see, I have passed the combined spinal needle through an epidural needle, and you can see the tip of the spinal needle projecting through the epidural needle. And the lower one is a simple spinal epidural needle that I have made. First, find out a suitable interstice and infiltrate like this, and then make a hole with a 16-gauge hypodermic needle. Then insert the epidural needle so as to reach the ligamentum flavor. Then with an air-loaded syringe like this, keep the syringe fixed to the hub of the needle, and then slowly introduce the epidural needle with the air-loaded syringe so as to pierce the ligamentum flavor. You can see the air getting emptied into the space. You can withdraw and find out. See, withdraw and find out. The air will come back. You can see little movements also. This is due to the rebound of the dura. This is a confirmatory sign, and there's no doubt that inside the epidural space. Then you can insert this Panicare's combined spinal epidural needle. Fill the needle with local anesthetic solution first, so that you will get an immediate flow when the dura is pierced. Very useful and inexpensive technique. 100% successful. You insert like this. So you can feel the dura. You will get a click feel when the needle is inserted. See, here you can see that one. So now you can see the CSF trickling through the hub of the needle. Actually, it is not CSF. First coming is the local anesthetic solution that we have kept inside the hub of the needle. See, it is coming. Now you can inject the local anesthetic solution through the needle. It's a 27 gauge spinal needle I have used for this combined spinal epidural needle. Yes, after injection, remove the combined spinal epidural needle with the syringe. Now you can insert the epidural catheter. You just turn the tip of the catheter little, so that it will negotiate the curved tip of the Tuohy needle very easily and go inside. It's a very good practice to do like that. Then after that, withdraw the epidural needle, pressing the cannula inside. Now you can fix the cannula and position the patient accordingly. Yes, it is closed and it is left.